Hi there. These comments are for H, and I am Michael from OTC, OnlineTOEFLCourse.com, and I'm listening to your independent speaking task, and you're one of my 30-day TOEFL Speaking Bootcamp course students. You're working very hard to improve your speaking and your overall academic English language abilities, right? So the question here is, do you think it's easier to eat healthy food today? Why or why not? Give specific reasons and examples to support your opinion. And I also have the speaking rubrics here, so I can kind of have them in my brain. And then here is your practice test. So let's listen to it one time completely without interruption. Then the second time, we'll listen to it again and I will break it up and give you comments and so on.
I believe it is more difficult nowadays to find healthy food than 40 or 50 years ago. That's because farmers now use pesticide and hormones in agriculture, and that would make fruits and vegetable unhealthy. And now we can rarely find organic food and vegetable just in
Now, if you're using these as your two support points, I mean, you're at 25 seconds here. That's a really long introduction. That's way too long. You get this thing down between 5 and 8 seconds.
open farmer markets and in whole food, and it's very expensive in our city. There is
No, no, I would start it off like this. You need to stop trying to do too many different things. You might say, because the pesticides that are found in the food today and the inavailability of organic food, it is much more difficult to find healthy food today. So just something brief in the beginning. Say, first of all, a lot of the farmers nowadays put a lot of pesticides into the food they're growing on their crops. And at that point, you have to give an example maybe. Then take 10 or 15 seconds and give a specific example to illustrate that. And then you can say, in addition, eating healthy food's also hard because there's not as much organic food as there used to be in the past. And then you support that by a 10 or 15-second example. So don't bring up too many different reasons. My advice is maybe one or two reasons and then adequately support both of those ideas.
local open market opens just Saturday, and for these two reasons I believe it is more difficult now to find healthy food than 50 years ago.
Yeah, I don't think you took time enough to develop all those ideas that you said in there. So I'm going to put you at about 2.5 to 3 maybe. I'm going to say maybe 18 to 19 points out of 30. That would be my estimation right now. So what I want you to do is go to TOEFL Independent Speaking Strategies lesson number 1 and look at that lesson and look at the model responses in that lesson, and then notice how each model response, typically it'll bring up maybe two reasons, and then there's a paragraph that develops each of those reasons in a lot of detail. That's what you want to do when you're answering this kind of a task, is show that you can develop it with more depth and progression of thought. Okay, so that's the biggest comment I think I'm going to give you for this one. So it's more of a topic development issue than it is anything else. I think also with your delivery, you can work a little bit more on how about intonation and also thought groups and blending. I think that's going to help you speak more intelligibly if you can improve your speaking in those two areas. All right, so your score here, I'm going to say maybe around 19 points out of 30. All right, thank you.